Well, alrighty. Hello. So welcome to the garden. I'm sitting amongst the pomegranate bush and it's getting my hair. It needs to be trimmed up a bit. So that's probably what I would like to do a little bit today. But I wanted to show you guys the vermicomposting bin. So this vermicomposting bin I've had here for 3 years now, and I haven't gone through it or like done anything with it for the past like year and a half. So I'm really curious to get in there and see what's going on. But yeah, so I don't have the chainsaw. Actually, I don't have the battery for the chainsaw, and it's electric. It's kind of cool. Because ideally I would use a chainsaw, but I just feel like this branch is going to annoy the crap out of me while I'm digging through the vermicomposting bin. And I'm going to move this because I don't have anything growing on it yet. I did plant some loofah. I planted one over there. You can't see it. And then I planted one right here. I planted those seeds, 2 weeks ago? Not even. They look all right. I feel like they could use more sun. But anyways, it'll trellis up and it'll get more sun once it moves away from this pomegranate bush. And also, yeah, okay. Well, I'm just gonna get to work and stop talking. And then we'll go over the vermicomposting bin. Just remove a couple branches here. Oh, so recently I adopted a microphone because I noticed in my previous videos I just really hated how the audio was. And so now I'm just kind of switching it up a bit. I wonder how these branches sound and me using the pruners. Okay, all right. There's thorns. Ouch. All right, that just right there. There's a lot more open space where I'm not going to feel as bombarded. Yay. Okay, where am I going to get this one from? Oh, there's that bird nest. The other week I noticed there were, oh my gosh, kind of stomp on my seedling. The other week there were 2 baby bird eggs on the ground. Totally nothing viable. But here's the nest. All right, so I guess I'm ready to show you the vermicomposting bin now that these, there's a couple more branches I want to get. They're still bothering me. Be in my way. Honestly, this whole branch that's hanging over probably should get removed and then have it trellised better. Just have a better arch so that people can walk underneath this area along the garden. And also, it shades this area so much. So I have to be really selective on the things I grow. It works out for the compost, though. I'm a little nervous to dive into this because yesterday I saw the fattest scorpion I've ever seen, and it was just chilling on the barn wall. It was fat, looked very pregnant. Oops, sorry, seedling. Wow, I have not been nice to this seedling. I don't know if it's gonna pull through. Okay, all right. I probably, yep, I need to wear my gloves. These are actually my More's gloves. They're great gloves. She was left-handed though, and so the left glove just has a lot more wear on it. All right, so if you want to learn more about vermicomposting, I highly suggest watching Angela from Growing in the Garden. All of her content is incredible, and her blog is so in-depth and demonstrative, especially for vermicomposting. She like guides you through the whole thing, and different like ideas, because you can get really creative with whatever you decide to utilize for like the in-ground structure. So anyways, let's see what is going on here. No, I lied. I did add some like weeds not too long ago. That was, yeah, I just threw them on top. Oh, ooh, what is that? Check out this grub. Oh man, my kids would be all over this. Oh my gosh, it's so creepy and crawly. So gross. Okay, nobody wants to see bugs. Ew. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of finished material in here, which would make sense because it's been untouched for, I love this smell. It's been untouched for a while. So I'm gonna move some of these bigger pieces off to the side, make sure there's no, wow, there's a lot of grubs in here. That's good to know. Oh, wow. Ooh, lots of roly-polies too. This is great. But yeah, there's a lot of finished material in here. Some that's like partially, so the chunkier stuff I'm just gonna kind of set aside. I think I wanna kind of get this whole thing cleaned out, like all the usable material, castings and dirt that's been composted and broken down. I'm gonna spread that about, yay. You know, it's really important to like break down your stuff before you put it in, because then it just like speeds up the process and you don't have to wait 2 years to get anything that's usable. Like half of this is dirt and usable soil, so I'm gonna grab my little tools. Let's see. Got my shovel and my little mini rake thing. What do you call this tool? Hold on, let me show y'all. What do you call this tool? Because I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna get seated here. Scrape this up. Oh wow, that looks beautiful. Nothing makes me happier than stuff like this. Recycling materials. Oh, yay, a worm. Look at this. This is beautiful. Love it. So the benefits of vermicomposting, one of my favorites is that you're diverting food scraps from the landfill. When food scraps end up in the landfill, they end up just kind of like getting covered, and then they produce all these different sorts of gases. And it's better, in my opinion, to divert food scraps from the landfill, utilize them in the garden. I mean, all those food scraps have so many little bits and pieces of nutrients that can build a very nice complex rich soil environment, it would be kind of, I don't know, it's sad not to utilize those things when they're so readily available. And then look, food scraps turn into this beautiful, beautiful soil. Ugh, and there's more worms in there. So there's this beautiful soil with fresh castings all in it. And it helps feed the plants. It's amazing. Nature's really cool. And this process is great. It's a very simple, sustainable measure that people can build and incorporate in their gardens. Like I said, I haven't looked at this in for a really long time. It really doesn't require much maintenance at all, like as much or as little as you want. But yeah, I've got a whole bin full here of beautiful soil. So I'm really excited. There's so many roly-polies, it's great. And there's lots of those weird grubs too. I just can't get over the beautiful dirt this is. Like, wow. Look at that. All right. Some of this isn't like there's still kind of like a couple small little twigs, but they just break apart really easy. Kind of break them up a little bit more and just spread it around, because this will be just like a top layer. There's so much fluffiness to it. It could just kind of act as mulch. Throw that over there. Lift up this. So to get started with a vermicomposting bin, like I said, refer to Angela's website. She has such an incredible, she does an amazing job. I love everything that Angela has done with all of her posts and her website. It's incredible. So refer to her stuff, but the basics, all you need are like browns and greens. That's essential of like composting. Greens would include kitchen scraps, you know, like apple cores, strawberry tops. I don't know if eggshells are considered a brown or a green. I think they might be considered a brown, but eggshells are great. Coffee grounds are amazing. What else? A great source of browns that I'm going to start utilizing again with this vermicomposting bin is shredded up cardboard or shredded up brown paper bags. So like your bags that you get from Trader Joe's. That's always a good one, or a good thing to utilize. Yeah, it's material that is readily available, and it helps keep added waste out of the landfill. And when it's finished, you get this gorgeous soil that's fresh with castings. So it's such a beautiful process. Wow. Yeah, any what do you call this? Any container that has holes on all the sides and the bottom can be utilized for an in-ground composting bin. Almost to the bottom here. Just scraping things up. The soil is just miraculous. It kind of inspires me to practice composting a little bit more efficiently so that I can turn over my food scraps. Because I have a different composting method I've set up on the property, and that one's also been kind of neglected. I just have let everything sit in it, and I mean, it's a big pile. I haven't even really separated like things. I've just kind of piled it up, and then over the past year, it's like, yeah, it's pretty decent size. So maybe another video, I'll show you some of that. Yeah, that one will be, yeah, oof, you know what? It's right by the beehives though, so I'm gonna have to, I don't know, be careful. I'll still get it on video. I might have to wear a suit. I haven't requeened my bees yet this spring/summer. It's freaking hot out, by the way. Arizona is already hot as heck, and we're toward the tail end of May. All right. This is looking so good. All right. So I have it all cleaned out here, and, well, mostly cleaned out. It's just like little bits of soil still. I just can't get over how beautiful this looks. Lots of various bugs. Love seeing the micro, or the biodiversity. Different small little critters. All right. So I'm gonna get on the other side. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Maybe I'll make a quick part 2 of me filling this up and showing you just how I would assemble this. And yeah, and then I'll link Angela's stuff down below because she is awesome. All right. Here we are. Take a look-see. So this is just like an old milk crate. Next up, I'll fill it up with some ingredients.